And and welcome back to part 13 of What If Naruto Was an Uchiha. So let's just get into it. Last time in Naruto What If, Naruto Was an Uchiha part 12. Now into part 13, the Sound 4 had come to take Sasuke to Orochimaru. Sasuke, excuse me, Sasuke wasn't having that. And he refused to go. They struggled a little bit, and the struggle went on farther. Eventually, Sasuke ended up killing Jirobo. And I always try not to say Jidambo now, because I know it's not Jidambo, it's Jirobo. And that eventually he was able to gather the attention of not only his team, but a couple Jonin that were around the area, and they actually ended up taking out the Sound 4. So now we're going to play a little time jump here, back and forth. We'll go back to what happens immediately after the fight with Naruto and all of them. But now we jump a little ahead towards Orochimaru and Kabuto. Now, Orochimaru at this point has taken his new body. He's now just recovering from it. And Kabuto, unfortunately, gives the news that Lord Orochimaru, it's like, what is it, Kabuto? It's the Sound 4. Are they here? Oh, good. Are they here, Kabuto? Not exactly, my lord. It seems they failed. They are dead. They're just like, what happened? And he kind of explains the intel they have on that. Because I'm sure somehow they would have information on what was going on there. And Orochimaru just kind of crushes the armchair a little bit. Damn it all. But it matters not. If anything, this works out more to my favor. Still, the fact that Sasuke will not be here to train, to mold my image, that is upsetting. Same with Naruto not being here as well. Kabuto, prepare Kimimaro. But, my lord, Kimimaro doesn't have long. It doesn't have long. He may only have a couple hours, maybe a day at most. If you were to stretch out your medical expertise, Kabuto, how long do you think you could give him to hold on for? Well, it's mostly up to him, but if I really, pressure it, maybe a week, maybe two, but that'd be what would be the point, Lord Orochimaru? Prepare the vats in testing room number 4. It's like, wait, you're not thinking, of course, Kabuto. I wouldn't want something as valuable as Kimimaro to go to waste. But it didn't work with the first DNA. Why do you think it would work with this? Oh, come now, Kabuto. Have a little faith. If he's to be lost, I would like to at least make an attempt at some sort of redemption with it. Very well. I will see to it at once. And he goes off. I will have the Sharingan. I will have it, Naruto or Sasuke. Both of you will be mine. One of you will be mine. Now, what am I planning with that? Well, if you kind of think words here. If you kind of pick together out of my sentence there, you'll know what I'm implying I'm going to do with Kimimaro. But yeah, Kimimaro still, no, he's not getting up or doing anything. Meanwhile, going back to what happens afterwards, they go to the hospital, they're getting patched up by the Hokage, and it makes sense that she'd be there to patch them up, because she'd probably be the one debriefing them. And after she's patching up, she hears the story, hears what it is, and just kind of gets aside, like, under the circumstances, I don't like the fact you tried to take him on by yourself, but given the circumstances, I don't think you really did have any other choice. You handled it as best you could and called for help when you were able to. So for that, I don't think any of you. I don't think you should be reprimanded at all. It's like, well, what about Sakura and Naruto? And then she just looks and is like, you were the only. I can't say I'm half bad either. You're only getting. But again, given the circumstances of what the implication, and since he's your friend and teammate. I can't really fault you for acting the way you did. Plus, you came out on top, and without very many injuries. So I think I'll overlook this time. Still, this is troubling. To which Jiraiya said, "It's troubling indeed, Tsunade." Now, someone asked the question: would this mean they declare war on the Sound? Well, here's the kind of thing about that. And I'm going to address this right now, actually, in story. Does this mean the Sound is still coming after him? There is no Sound anymore, Tsunade. The sound may have been created by Orochimaru, but he disbanded the minute they were defeated. Any remaining sound ninja have gone into hiding or just defected to other villages. Not that there are many left to begin with. They weren't a big village to start with. So that's the thing. When you really think about it, we never hear from any of like a legitimate sound village again. We never hear from them again after that. Like any ninja we see, like that's in League with Orochimaru, isn't necessarily a sound ninja. They're just either an experiment or a ninja that has been working with Orochimaru. They're not sound ninja, because we never see them with like an affiliated headband or anything like that. So yeah, but still, it means Orochimaru was trying to make a move. It failed this time, but it could happen again. Got to be ready. Well, what are you implying, Jiraiya? Well, luckily, if my intel's right, Orochimaru is probably not going to be making any attempts for the next 3 years or so. Same with the Akatsuki. So this will be the perfect time to get these kids trained up a little bit. He's like, what trained? I mean, Naruto perks up with that. So does Sasuke training. Sakura, not as much, but she's like, So she that's right, Brett. That's right, kid. I'm going to be doing you a favor and taking you and giving you the best training you can get. Wait, why are you taking me? Well, A, I'd honestly plan to do that regardless, but B, if I'm going to be honest, I owe it to old man Saratobi to get you as strong as possible, get you prepared for what's coming. And I'm sure the old man would have been happy to train you himself if he were still around, kid, but unfortunately, you got me. You got me, but I promise you I'm not going to let you down. I'm going to give you the best I can. I'm going to give you my all on this, but only if you're going to give me your all. And Naruto thinks about it, I was like, well, when do we leave? And then it's like, well, you're overzealous. Don't worry. I still need to make a couple preparations. So you got about a week, kid. And then Sasuke said, well, what about me? You mentioned all of us. He's like, oh, that's right. Don't worry. And then Kakashi steps in. That's right, Sasuke. That's right, Sasuke. Don't worry. I've got you. I've got your back on that. Seeing as Naruto's going to be out of the village, I'm the only one with a Sharingan in the village that can help train you to your max potential. It'll be good for both of us. I can't really do a good Kakashi because his voice is Kakashi's dub voice is very. It's what you expect from Kakashi, but he's very chill, laid back, a little mellow. You could be listening to this is NPR with Kakashi Sensei. Now back to the political climate of Konoha. So Sasuke betraying them, and then Sakura's just kind of sitting there like, Sakura's just not saying anything. She's kind of thinking like, well, I guess I'll be having to train myself. And Tsunade kind of looks at her a little bit and just like, oh, Sakura, you're being very quiet. I'm surprised you haven't spoken up. I just didn't think I was going to be, training with him. Of course you're going to be training with him. Kurenai steps in. It's like, of course you're going to be training. I'm going to be definitely grilling you as much Genjutsu as I can. You certainly have a talent for it. And Azuma even steps in and says, yeah, when she can't do it, I'm going to be giving you a little refresher. I'm going to be giving you a course in these. And he, throws her, not necessarily his garrote knives, but garrote knives in general. It's like, whoa. It's like, really? It's like, yeah. So I'm going to give Kakashi a nice blend because she's already training with Kurenai to begin with. She's not going to be training under Tsunade. So, yes, that's where Sakura's going to be at. She looks at it like, whoa, really? It's like, yeah, but just like Jiraiya said, the only way we're going to give it our all is if you guys give it your all. That's right, Sasuke. This is going to be serious training. No dilly-dally. No shirking off. It's like, when have I ever shirked off? That's your shtick. What are you talking about, Sasuke? That's rude. I've never shirked off in my life. He just kind of swipes Kakashi's book. Like, I was like, what? Give me that. And it's like, oh, Kakashi, that's right. I need to drop off that new volume to you. It's like, Jiraiya. It's like, that's right. I need to get preparations. I'll see you in a week, kid. So they'll have about a week. Now throughout the weeks, not a lot has really been happening. Like, there's light training, but Naruto and Sasuke and even Sakura are kind of saving it for the actual training they're going to be doing. So really, this is just about kind of hanging out with their friends, each other, and saying their goodbyes for the next 3 years. Naruto, at one point, I think everyone kind of gets together and, basically states how, oh, so you're going to be back, huh? So you're going to be leaving, huh? Oh, that sucks. But you're going to come back stronger than ever. And I mean, you'll get teams, like all the teams, there's their teams, 8, 9, 10. You'll get all teams saying their goodbyes throughout the week anyway. Some of them might see them off, but more than none of them are overly close enough to Naruto to do that. So you're not going to really see much with that. Now, the whole Hinata thing. I imagine at some point they'll at least spend some minor amount of time together. She's still very much around him. But again, that's slowly being curbed. Nothing serious in terms of like relationship. I haven't really set up any relationships in this one. Probably rightfully so. If I'm going to be honest, so far, not a lot has changed. From a relationship perspective, like who would end up with who from the original version of this, from the original version of the series. So right now, if I'm going to be honest, it still looks like he'd be ending up with Hinata, quite frankly. But anything's possible. I can change my mind still. Anyway, Naruto will go off and train. Now, what happens in that 3-year training period? Well, first off, Naruto will come back and is shipping an outfit, but I'm going to give him the Sage Cloak too, because frankly, it was a badass cloak. Why he didn't keep it, I have no idea. It was an awesome cloak. So it looks good on him, plus with the Sharingan, it's a damn good outfit. But anyway, Naruto would be picking up a lot in terms of jutsu. He would be, copying a lot. He'd be now, you might be thinking, oh yeah, Jiraiya's just going to do the same old. No, because A, he knows he owes it to Naruto this time around. And B, he made a promise to the third directly, like he's going to do it. So I imagine he would actually be putting some legitimate time into this. Naruto will be picking up a lot of jutsu, like copying a lot of jutsu with the Sharingan and then practicing it. He'd be getting a lot of fire jutsu. He'd probably even get a couple earth jutsu. One of the ones I definitely would like him to have, and we'll probably give him, is the Dark Swamp technique. Where you basically turn the landscape into a swamp. Naruto, I think, also gets to sign the Toad Summoning contract. He signs it with the other hand, so when he wants the monkeys, he uses his left. Right, he uses the toads. And he does like he does even some combo styles, like dual summoning. Summons like a monkey and a toad at one point. And, they dual, like triple fight, and I can see that being pretty cool. Also, with practice with the monkeys, he does learn how to use a bow staff pretty effectively, and really, he's not a true master, but he's like whatever the tier below master is, expert. He's an expert in his style. He's not a master of his style yet, but he's a master of basically the drunken kung fu style, the monkey kung fu. Now, the big thing a lot of people are going to be wondering is, and I'm going to say it right now, whether or not he did it, does he finally have his Mangekyo Sharingan? Yes, he does. But I'm not going to explain where that Sharingan, where the Mangekyo has been hiding this whole time. Because I mentioned a few videos back, ever since the Land of Waves, he actually has had access to his Mangekyo because he saw his best friend die in front of him. Why didn't I bring it up? Well, there's a reason for that. And without spoiling anything, I think I will save it for when I actually reveal the Mangekyo. I'm not revealing what it looks. I actually have a very crude design, mind you, but a design of it, and I'll explain what the abilities I gave it to him are. But all I'll say is that it is tied to something else about Naruto, why he hasn't been activated. In terms of the Fox Chakra and his relationship maybe with the Kyuubi, his relationship actually has improved to some degree. Like, he's more on a consistent talking, like he can actually have regular conversations. Like, they still don't love each other or anything. They're not like besties, but they have like a solid working relationship. And Kurama knew that if Naruto survive, he's going to have to, learn to use his chakra a bit better. So Naruto he does not have access to the Fox, like that golden Fox cloak, but he does have access to a controlled three-tail cloak form, and he can even do 4 tails, but his limit right now is 4 tails, but he can actually control the 4-tail form. So with that being said, He goes back to the village. Last but not least, yes, he does have his Susanoo, but no, it's not a complete Susanoo. It's kind of like where Sasuke was when he invaded the Kage Summit. He's got like the bones of it. He doesn't have the cloak or anything like that. He's got like a rib cage and some arms. That's about where he stands right now. Because I will say this, when he activates his Mangekyo or finally realizes it, it would more than likely be in the much latter part. Like in the last year, he'd figure it out. Now, another thing that's going to be brought up is he suffering from the blindness, or is Kurama? Is Kurama mitigating that problem? I like to say this because of his Uzumaki heritage and because of Kurama. I think Kurama and the Uzumaki genes are kind of mitigating that to some degree. So even if he's going blind, it's a much slower process, and Naruto is very aware of this. So even though he hasn't noticed anything right now from the practice uses he's had with his Mangekyo, he's still wary of it. So he knows not to use it unless he actually has to. So with that said, and by the by, yeah, Naruto's would probably be yellow because he wants to describe his chakra comparing to Kurama's, which is red, as yellow. So a yellow Susanoo. There you go. They'll make it back to the village. It's like, I'm back. Naruto Uzumaki's back, everyone. Runs into Sakura, who is like, Naruto, and then obviously her and Sasuke are tuning. Actually, I even put in Sasuke probably at Jonin. Him and Neji are both Jonin. They probably have a friendly rivalry. It's like, wait, you guys are tuning? Yeah, that's right. What's Sasuke? No, Sasuke's a Jonin. I'm the only getting? Yeah, sorry. So Naruto's like, crap. Hey, boss! And then he transforms into the woman, and a lot of that goes the same. Eventually, though, he does run into Sasuke, who turns out is also reading make-out tactics. And Sakura's just like, Kakashi Sensei. He's like, oh, well, what can I say? He enjoys the fine literature. Fine literature, my ass! And just smacks him. Just boom, decks him. I was like, but he turns into a log. He's like, ooh, that was close. Sorry, Sakura. So now he's calling Team 7 there, obviously. I know, he catches up with Sasuke, who I imagine is wearing a combination of that black Uchiha outfit that he wore, but with long pants instead of those shorts. And the Jonin flak jacket. Sakura, obviously he's Sakura. She's got the outfit on. Naruto's wearing his Sage Cloak. Naruto has not learned Sage Chakra, by the way. That's just not something that they got to. No, she says obviously she talks about wanting to measure their progress, and Kakashi would be there to to test them, but she can fully realize that between the three of them, one Jonin level Genin and one Jonin and probably a Jonin level Chunin, if we're going to be honest with Sakura at this point, Kakashi's going to need help, so she calls Guy, and I think she calls who would she call? Would she call Ozma? Probably not, because, well, no. Yeah, I think it's only fair. Dry is not going to be there because he trained Naruto, but, I think it's fair. Kakashi trained Sasuke, so he's got a good grasp of Sasuke's abilities, vice versa, well, to a degree. And Guy would be the wild card. Ozma helped train Sakura, obviously. So that basically is now remember, you better come at me with the intent to kill, or you will not pass. So that's where we're going to leave it off with basically the bell test part 2 happening. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. That's where we're going to leave it right now. We will enter basically their test, which I'll admit probably won't be very long because it's going to be a lot of specifics on what they're doing. And then going into the Gara retrieval arc. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. I just would win. Star Wars, superhero, magic, what if, anything to do with the channel. Put that in the comments below as well. I'll get to that at some point. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.